All right, what is going on, my dudes? We are finally here today with the Rank 4 Dragon Man video. Now, this one definitely took a bit of time to get out. Now, if you want to know the biggest thing that was holding this video back, in all honesty, I refused to record any footage of this dragon dude for like that entire month when he was just like 10 shades like darker of the purple. He just looked like he was burnt to a crisp. I did not like it. I did not want to use him like that. I did not want the footage to be like that. So some of these videos are super duper old from before when that happened, and some of them are more so recent. So I'm gonna be rewatching these videos basically for the first time in a very long time here for this one. But we're gonna start jumping in right away today, man. But before we do that, we're going to go over some of the synergies you're going to be seeing with this little dragon dude in this video today. So Dragon Dude does not have too many synergies that like aren't in his base kit that you want to use with this guy too much. But for the majority of this video, you're going to be seeing this team right here. With Diablo, probably his most important synergy here. Dragon Man Special 3 generates an additional stack of power charge. Very great for him, of course. Student Loans with Mr. Fantastic is quite nice. Ineptitude reduces the opponent's armor rating, attack rating, critical rating, and critical damage rating by 10%. Plus, it also makes Mr. Fantastic, the careful study on the opponent makes his special attack hit 50% harder. But the real reason why Mr. Fantastic is here is this synergy right here with either Loki, Storm, Doctor Strange, or Psylocke. And of course, of these 4 champions, I mean, Storm is a great champion. The rest of them are not that great, so you really want to use Storm. But Mystic and Mutant champions regain 5% of the power spent on any special attack for each unique special they've used in the fight. Very good for a champion who wants to spam a lot of special attacks. With Tigra, while the opponent is cornered, their defensive combat power rate is reduced by 25% when struck by special attacks. It's very, very, very powerful synergy, and we're going to be seeing some fights that showcase just that. Now, also, though, a reason why, you know, Loki is nice to have on this team here is because, you know, Diablo's personal poison debuffs can become passive and gain 10% potency, so this is a nice synergy team for Diablo as well, you know, so just keep that in mind. On top of this, you know, Dragon Man is a hero and a metal champion, so the White Magneto pre-fight and also just, you know, the general attack bonus for having him on the team and the pre-fight and everything is going to be very nice to have at certain points as well. But for the most part, this is what we're going to be rocking with. So let's start jumping right in today with our good friend, the 6.2 champion boss. So Dragon Man is super duper ridiculous for like that last 10%, right? When he first came out, you know, the thing with Dragon Man is that I don't play him in that cheesy way usually, because I find it to be boring. It takes too long. So I'm more of a special spammer with Dragon Man. The thing is, though, if you literally just go for your special 3s, you will not die with this guy. Like his and don't worry, I'm gonna put on the special 3 skip for most of this video. Just don't worry about that. But basically, his unstoppable ability here, we're gonna go right in and look. This is what it's like. Now, when you have the Diablo synergy, you gain an additional power charge after the special 3. So if you use your special 3 with 4 power charges, you're going to have 16 seconds of that unstoppable. So if you go for your first special 3, you go back for another special 3, right? You're probably going to be able to just stay pretty much immortal the entire fight. And I mean, also, we have the slow debuff on the special 1, which is nice. Counter that with the heavy attack here. Go right in for the special 2. As you can see, I very much so enjoyed the special spamming with this guy. And now we're in the final 10% here. And we're nowhere near a special 3. You know, so we're nowhere near the cheese fest of the special 3, but it's okay. I mean, we got to dex one more special attack here, and then that's really gonna be it. And then yeah, that's it. That's it, you know. And then I think the corner damage counts, which is funny. That the corner damage counts. So yeah, you know, I didn't even get a clip of Dragon Man being like an absolute cheat code for the end of the champion, because I just honestly don't play with him like that too much. As fun as it is, it's just I really enjoy the special spamming. Now, this guy actually works really well with Mystic Dispersion. I believe I had it off in that fight. There are a few fights where I have it on. In fact, you know, I'll switch up the order here and we'll look at a fight where I have it on up next. Because the reason why is because you just keep spamming the specials. You got the cornered, right? You're reducing their defensive combat power rate. And if the defender has buffs, this is 7.4 Super Skrull. You'll just see. So this is the bullet time node, where basically he's going to be stun immune, right? And then he's going to get the evade charge. But we're going to just treat it as a giant, like 800,000 health Super Skrull. So the way that Dragon Man works is that for each unique buff on the opponent, I believe up to 3, he gains additional burst on his corner damage. And when you have a lot, plus you have like the Act 7 additional attack node, and you go for the special 2 Furies, you start doing a lot of damage there. So here we have our Mystic Dispersion on. So we're going to be going for our special 3 here. Here's our handy dandy SP3 skip. We're going to go right in here. Unfortunately, we did get an Incinerate on. So it's going to be taking us down just a little bit, but there's a lot of buffs that are going to fall off. Go for a special 2. Back up to another special 2 already. How about that? Go right into it. Go right into it. Now look at the corner damage. Every hit we're currently doing, look at this, 11,000. 11,000 with the next Fury, 13,000, man. And of course, right into the Falter. But we got the Unstoppable. This is what I love about this guy. He's an absolute Tankosaurus Rex. He's so much fun. The special spamming is absolutely tops with this guy, man. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun, especially with the smaller health pools, man. You know, I've been using this guy a bit in Battlegrounds against those annoying Cosmic Defenders who have a bunch of buffs. And, you know, the thing is, especially because I run 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion in Battlegrounds, it's like you get them in the corner, and you go special 2, special 1, special 1, special 1, because you have the unblockable buff, so you can just kind of tap the screen. It's very safe to do so. So we're going to go for our Weapon X that we like to test things on every now and then. You know, this is our test, our newest testing ground, our newest test dummy. And, you know, I believe I did this fight. I usually do this fight, like, usually almost first or very early on. So we'll have to see what happens here. This was like before he turned like dark purple, you know, so I don't really remember what this fight was like. It's in the video here. It was in the folder, so I can only imagine it was decent. You know, maybe, ooh, you know what? I think actually we did some unstoppable special 3 cheese with this guy. And I think we kind of just like messed around with him. So let's see if we did that. Like I said, it's been a couple of months actually since I recorded this fight, like 2 months. So let's see what happens here. What I'm going to do here is I am going to, I believe, push him to Berserk mode again. And then I'm going to go for the special 3 and we're going to have some fun. So we're going to bait out special attack. He's Berserk. Okay. We're going to go for a special 3 again now with our 4 power charges. Are we waiting out the timer here? Look at that. We're waiting out the timer, down to only 10 charges left. Let's go for it again. SP3 skip. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so now look at our unstoppable buff. 16 freaking seconds, dude. Look at that. You see that? Look, we're getting hit. We're not losing our health. We're going for our special 2 now. We're going to stack up some Incinerates here. We're going to go right in. We're going to go for another one, or we're going to go for a special 3. Going to get a little spicy here. I think we're going to go back. Oh, another special 2. 6 Incinerates, 2 Furies. All right, we're getting a little spicy here, man. I think we're probably going to have to go for a heavy attack. Yes, we are. So the heavy attack actually explodes the Incinerates, right? And it looks like we're going to go for the same strat, except, ooh, a special 3 while he's in Berserk and Unstoppable here. Oh, just get hit. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, so this is where we kind of, I remember now, we start toying with him, and it's just silly. It's just silly at this point. We're going to go for another special 3. So this is the one when I was talking about when I was like, you know, Dragon Man could really be like unkillable if you play him like this. Guys, this is that Weapon X in Act 7, the boss. I mean, like, we're eating full special 2s, and okay, yeah, after the special 2, it looks as if we're losing like 1% of our health. But I mean, guys, look, we're back up at 3 bars of power. The thing is, it's like, you get the combat power rate, hitting the defender and getting hit, the offensive and defensive combat power rate. So you're gonna make it back to a special 3 just by doing this. And the thing is, you know, Weapon X regenerates 100% of the physical contact attacks. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my... Dude, this is what I love about him, man. It's just like, you just do things. You just do things and it usually works. That was sweet, dude. That was really cool, man. I haven't watched that video for a while, so that was cool. Oof, man. It's strong, dude. It's a strong freaking ability that he has. So that was cool to relive, man. I saw the timestamp being like 2 minutes 50 seconds. I was like, why did this take so long? And I was like, oh, because I was like trying to just see how long I can survive for. So up next, it's something very interesting, man. And he has this ability called Ineptitude. And basically what it does, yeah. So the first hit that contacts the opponent consumes 1 power charge to inflict Ineptitude, reducing the potency of new Fury, Armor Up, Precision, and Cruelty buffs by 75%. Now, there's this node called Unlimited Power, and Red Goblin has it in 7.3. And what Unlimited Power does is essentially, for every debuff that they have in the fight, they're going to gain a Fury buff. So right now, those Furies are reduced by 75%, all 5 of them. We're going to keep stacking the Ineptitudes, and we're going to keep letting him gain Furies. And once we do that, and once we keep doing that, you're going to notice that those Furies, they kind of might as well not even be there. In fact, we blocked that, and that certainly did a little bit of damage on us, but I mean, for 22 Furies, that would usually just kill you. So now, let's see how many Furies we got now. 34 Furies. All right. We're getting up there. We're getting up there. And now, even less damage on the block. I said, okay. Can we go even further here? 48 Furies now. 48 Furies. We have 2 Ineptitudes up. 47 Furies, I guess. 63. Red Goblin's down. The fight's going well. But now at this point, I'm saying to myself, I don't see any numbers there. I don't see any numbers. I don't see any block damage. So could that be? Could that really be? Doing 0 damage? Look at this. Even the Incinerate. With 99 Furies. Full combos. Full special attack. That's crazy, man. That's just like absolutely crazy, man. That's just so freaking cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. So like, listen, man, if there's ever, you know, like an Eternity of Pain type thing, right, in the future where the boss has the unlimited power node, go in with Dragon Man, spend 30 seconds ramping up to 60 or more Furies, and then the fight's just, then you click auto fight. It's done. You know? That's some pretty interesting stuff right there, man. That's some interesting stuff. So, we talked about, like, you know, the special spamming and the Tigress synergy. Let's really see it in action. We got a 7.3 CGR boss here, and now I'll be the first one to tell you. Some luck was involved for this one, okay? He goes unblockable, I believe, when we have 3 debuffs, something like that. There are nodes here. I don't know. I don't remember what all the nodes are. But we're going to really just dig in to that special spamming here. And I don't even think we're going for the special 3 on this one. I think we're just like sticking to our normal specials, all right? Because we don't always go for the special 3 with this guy. I love the special 1 because the Ineptitude counts as a unique buff. So it does additional burst damage, and I love the burst damage for obvious reasons, because that's really good, you know? So at this point now, right, I said to myself, screw it. Screw it. Let's just go for it. He's at 23% health. Here comes the power charge back. We got the unstoppable. Every time you knock him down, you get an unstoppable. Now, right there is where we got a little lucky because he dashed in, didn't throw the special 3. But the unblockable just lets you keep going, dude. It lets you keep going. So, those were some Act 7, Act 6 big bosses, right? Let's take some of the nose out of it. Let's just like really go over this guy. So we skipped Winter Soldier because I'm sick of Winter Soldier. You guys know this by now. This right here, I believe, is Dragon Man without any synergies, okay? I think I do have 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion on in this video. Not that it's even going to matter at all against Captain Marvel Classic, but that's why his PI looks like he has synergies, but just keep that in mind. You'll see when we go for the special 3 here. We're only going to get 3 of our power charges because, you know, no synergies, okay? So, here we go. Gonna go right in. And as you can see, the burst damage is okay. There's not a lot of buffs, but look, we ate that entire special attack. We're still at 100% health. Now, the burst damage is like, okay. It's nice to have the extra bit there. But now we're going to go for the special too. We get the Fury, and it starts to go up. Now, the Incinerates are ticking. That's nice, right? And now at this point, I like to go for a little special one. Get the Ineptitude. That counts as a unique buff, okay? Now, I can go for another one of those if I want to, and we're going to do that right away. Now, at this point, we have the 5,500 extra burst damage on every hit in the corner. We still have the Fury. Now, we could have went for another special 2 to get another Incinerate, right? But look at this. Captain Marvel's down to 20% health. And we're going to go for another special 2, get the second Fury, and just finish her off like that. Really not too bad there. Now, I said that for every unique buff on the opponent, we're going to get the extra burst damage, right? Like you saw against Super Skrull. But here we have Black Bolt from Realm of Legends towards the end, right? And at this point, he has some recoil on himself. Nice. You love that. We're going to go for the special 3, right? We're going to get our little power charge and all that fun stuff. And as you can see, the burst damage is just instantly up there. So he's really one of those champions who, as more cosmic champions exist with lots of buffs, with lots of unique buffs, the more valuable Dragon Man's going to get. Because you can just really take advantage of that, right? So here, as you can see, no Ineptitude, and we have the damage as if we were going for the Ineptitude, but we can go for the Furies instead, which is overall going to increase our damage, and we get the additional burst. And now we'll get the Ineptitude as well, and we're doing about 9,000 on every burst. Like, it's really just not too bad. Now, let's talk about his SIG ability for just a moment. And I'm going to show you the SIG ability, the capabilities at SIG 200 in the next clip, actually. But what it essentially does, when a non-science opponent has specific buffs active, you gain a current effect, a unique effect. And the potency is increased by 100% when fighting cosmic champions. Now, power gain reduces ability power rate by a certain bit. Fury, you gain armor rating. Armor up, you gain attack rating. Precision and cruelty, you gain critical resistance and critical damage resistance. Those are very defensive abilities at the end of the day, but for the regen and for the power gain, right, those are actually offensive abilities, really. And I'm going to show you here against our good friend, Realm of Legends Wolverine, when we have Despair active, because it kind of works as if it's a Petrify, all right? So the Petrify is going to interact further with Despair. Now, the way we're going to do this, obviously, is we're going to stack up those Incinerates. And we're going to go for the special 3 first. Now, if we had the Diablo synergy, we could stack even more. We could stack even more of the Furies, but we don't. That's okay, right? So, look, we're just going to just pound away, not really worrying about special 3s or anything against this Wolverine. Want him to be at max health. That would actually be ideal. And here, we're going for the special 3 completely by accident because of Mystic Dispersion. So no big deal. Gonna go for another one. That's fine. But, you know, like we saw against Weapon X, right? Same character, different champion. It's fine to be unstoppable. But now check it out, okay? Check it out now. We're reversing the healing a bit, and Despair is making it go even higher. And Mystic Dispersion is going to allow us to really stack up these Incinerates. At this point, we are reversing his healing. We're reversing it. And now with 9 Incinerates, we're reversing it a lot. And he's done. Now, of course, Dragon Man is not going to be the #1 heal reversal champion. But it's something that's in his kit at a high SIG. You know, that was on the CCP beta, of course. This right here, live account, of course. But it's just something in his kits that might be nice to have one day. You know, there is a certain very obnoxious defender that comes to mind who has Unstoppable in his kit, who has regen in his kit, who is countered by getting hit by special attacks. His name is Gallon. And I feel like Dragon Man is a lovely counter to Gallon. I don't see people really talking about it too much. I feel like Dragon Man would be really, really solid for countering Gallon in most situations. But yeah, you know, I feel like the biggest hurdle we've seen Gallon so far, yes, in Battlegrounds, he's annoying there, but also in Alliance War, he's really made, you know, his footprint on Alliance War defense on a few nodes. And because of the current global node, the conduit, you don't want to be knocking them down with, unless it's attack tactic attacker. And Dragon Man is not that. I think he would be would have been a good one. You go for the special 2, you get the incinerates, and then you have the sick and tired attack tactic. He would have been a really good one, I think. But point being that I feel like once that's gone, Dragon Man's going to be a great option for fighting Gallon, because the way you counter Gallon really is, yes, neutralize, of course, but knocking him down with specials, okay? Now, up next, man, we got Abyss, Captain Marvel movie here. Now, this is fun. This is fun right here. We're going to be taking advantage of a few things for sure here. Trying to hit her block. Trying to hit her block. Look at this. She's just like, you know what? Hit me. Hit me, dude. It's fine. It's fine. God, man, like me, the Spidey 2099 guy, should have been able to hit her block at least one time there. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, I tell you. So, what we're going to be doing, though, here is we're just going to be just, like, taking advantage of, like, how bad she is fighting Mystics, because we get all that additional, look at that, ooh, big burst damage, but she's going to be purifying some of those incinerates, right? Now, this node is really annoying because in Abyss, you know, if you're above 1.5 bars of power, well, then you're going to be taking burst damage, right? But it's okay, because we're just gonna keep doing this strat right here. If we stay aggressive, it's going to work out kind of okay? So, at this point, we're hitting her block, right? But she's in binary mode or whatever, so we can't really take advantage of it there. But we can go for the special 2 again, and 85k on every tick, but they go away. One more special 2 should do it, right? One more special 2 should do it. Now, in general, I don't really find Dragon Man to be too amazing for the Abyss. This is just a fight he happens to be really solid for. But this is also a fight that, like, you know, you really should bring along a Mystic for, like, regardless of, like, you know, what path you're doing. So, you know what? Maybe he could be, like, okay for, like, some of the other Cosmics in there. But it really, he probably wouldn't be my first choice. I don't know. I'd be interested in seeing how he does deeper on into the Abyss, like, against Hyperion. Against Medusa, it might even be okay. Actually, he might be okay against Hyperion, against the champion. I don't know. I could be totally wrong about that, because he has some things in this kit that could be really helpful. Because the biggest thing for the Cosmics and the Abyss is that they get the Unstoppable every few seconds. So if you put the slow on them, don't have to worry about that. Plus, they all have buffs increasing your burst damage, so maybe he would be good. Who knows, right? Who knows? Anyway, 6.3 Iron Man Infinity War. Now, one thing that's great about this here is that he has the armor up buff, so we're gonna get some additional attack, right? That's gonna be really nice. And of course, we're gonna be like very slightly messing with that healing on the Arc Overload, which is, you know, nice from his dig ability. But what's really great here is all of the constant unblockable in our kit. Now, the unblockable is really good here because it allows us to completely bypass his annoying auto block, which is really, at the end of the day, Iron Man Infinity War's biggest defensive BS, right? You got that auto block, you don't really want to deal with the auto block, you know? So here at this point, don't really have to worry much about how much armor he has. I'm going to consistently be knocking him down. Consistently, okay? That's the strat here. All right, we're going to go for the heavy attack. We have our Mr. Fantastic thing going on here, the synergy with Loki or Storm. So we're going to be gaining some additional power back, right? We're going to go for a special 1 here. Look, we're above a special 1 already, okay? We are unblockable. We're going to go, dang it. We didn't go in because he countered us, but we're going to go for a heavy attack here, get the unblockable, right? That did well. We're going to go in right away for the unblockable special 2 and get out of here, dude. Get all the way out of here, man. You know, so that unblockable is really nice. It's really, really nice. There's a lot of things. His kit just really kind of like melts nicely together. You know what I mean? One thing I really like about it. I always really enjoy the playstyle. So up next is 8.1 Corvus, dude. So this Corvus has Footloose. So of course, we're going to be taking advantage of the special one slow, which is like, you know, it's okay. It's nice to have slow. You know, I love the slow debuff. It's not always useful, but here's the situation where it's useful, man. Let me freaking tell you. So, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be going for the special 3 first before we do anything to get some additional, you know, power charges, right? Especially with the Diablo synergy. But here, what we're going to be doing is going right away for the special 1 into, you know, the corner. Bam. And I do want to be baiting this guy's specials because he does have that power gain. Now, of course, right, against the Cosmic Champions, right, especially the power gain, we're going to be kind of keeping it under control a little bit here. Now, we do have Mystic Dispersion on for this fight, clearly, because there's Footloose and there's the power gain buffs and all the other buffs as well. We really want to be spamming these specials against this Corvus here. We want to probably go for a special 3 to reset the power charge. That way we can just keep spamming the special 1 and get the slow debuffs. That's definitely really important for this fight. Now, he evaded me there, which is lots of fun. Lots of fun. But that's okay. We got the slow back up, bait the special 2. We're in a good spot. Now, one thing that's in his kit that really at the end of the day is more of a defensive ability to counter Cosmic Champions. But as you can see, we have the armor break on us, and that's doing a little tiny teeny bit of degen damage every half second. So I guess about 2,000 damage every second or so, just from having the armor break on us, which is nice. You know, it's nice. But I do wish that it did more damage, or at least, you know, it just scaled higher, you know. But at the end of the day, it's a little nice to have thing whenever there could be an armor break, you know. It's a nice little bonus against Cosmic Champion to put armor breaks on you. But, you know, like I said, it'd be nice if it was a little bit more potent, you know. So up next, we're going for our buddy 6.2 Mordo. This one I did a while ago, but I do have in my notes here, Mordo, no Heimdall. I can only imagine what happens. So, of course, we have the White Magneto pre-fight here because we're going to be able to parry him. Now, this Mordo has Spite. Okay? This is not a good matchup. I don't recommend it. We are reversing his power gain just a little bit when he has the power gain buff. But at the end of the day, this is more of just like a, hey, this is a fight we always do. We took Dragon Man to rank 4. We got to do the fight. That's why this is in here, and that's the only reason why this is in here. I do not recommend you use your Dragon Man for nodes with Spite, because you always have buffs with Dragon Man, and if you don't, you probably messed up a little bit. But yeah, we're going to just really take advantage, though, of his probably, I think, it's been a while, probably going to take advantage of his special spamming starting right now, okay? So we have 3 power chargers left. And now we're probably going to stay really aggressive, okay? Going for the special 1. We're just about at another special 1. And look at that. We're going right in for it. Hurt Locker is also on this node. We're going to take a big burst of damage there. And we did it. But Do Not Go Gentle takes us all the way out by Mordo himself. Whatever, man. It is what it is. If we had Heimdall, we would have survived. But it's okay. We didn't. Up next, we have 7.1 Hela, and this Hela has heavy assault, so we're going to be doing a lot of heavies here because it's fun. It also has Lazarus, which is, you know, also fun, but look at those big heavies that we got. This also has the node where you hit her and you get, you know, the armor breaks on you, so you get a nice little stack of degen, which is nice. Nothing crazy. I wish it was more. We're going to go right in. This is the second time in this video that I go, oh, you know what I was doing here? I went for a heavy attack before the special 3 because I was thinking to myself, like, heavy assault is active. I wonder if maybe the special 3 will be increased by 400%. I don't believe it was. But it was worth a shot. I believe it was worth a shot. So we're going to go for a special 2 here. Of course, we're going to start our spamming now. And this is like, once you get set up here, man, and you get to do your special spamming, this is when it just gets so much fun. Oh, and now Hela, of course, has buffs in her base kit. She got that Fury, got that Physical Resistance, which the Physical Resistance might be messing with us a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I can't tell. There's so many red numbers. Can't tell. Yeah, I think it's actually messing with us quite a bit. We're not, I don't know. I think I see a big number there. I'm not even sure. There's just so many things going on. Point is, Dragon Man is doing a good job here against Hela. He's doing good. Now, Hela's going to go indestructible here, right? We're going to wait it out. The node has Lazarus. So we're going to have to get her down one more time, but we're in a pretty darn solid spot, I would say. We're trying to bait a special 2 from her. She's just not having it. So we're going to have to go for another special 3, which is something we did not want to do. We did not want to go for another special 3, but, you know, she's just about done here. We don't want to reset Lazarus, so we're just being very, very careful. And this is going to be it right over here. One more. There we go. What a silly long fight. Such a silly, silly fight. So up next, we got Venom. Venom is 7.1. There's Foresight here. That shock on me, by the way, is because I'm running the Suicide Masteries. And, there's the node, there's Keatonus Thorns here. And I forget the name of the node. But it's the one where if you're a robot and you get a bleed on you, you get a shock instead. So that's what that was right there. But yeah, so you start out with a bleed if you're running, you know, the double-edged master. That's okay. We got Foresight going on here. Lots of damage right now, man, in the corner. We're going to go right in with a special 1. I was trying to intercept there with it, of course, but unfortunately, it just was not in the cards. But that is okay. Not too concerned with it. Again, we just couldn't grab the intercept, but still, it's fine. It's fine. We're doing so much damage, man. We got all the buffs. We have the Fury buffs. Lots of corner damage. I mean, come on, man. Venom just completely flushed right down the toilet right there. You absolutely love to see it. You absolutely love to see it, man. Those Cosmic Defenders with all the buffs. It's great. Here we have 6.1 Loki. Close encounters. This isn't very much a hard fight, but one thing that makes Dragon Man so good for is that there's an annoying node called dulled here. And what that does is it makes it so you're really not going to be using your, you're not going to be critting too much. So when you don't crit, just makes it go longer. So here, man, we're really taking advantage of that Tiger synergy. As you can see, we're just hitting him in the corner without almost any consideration of anything. You just keep going over and over and over and over like it's absolutely nothing. Then go for the special 2 here, get him over, bam, right into the special 1. Nice. The corner damage is absolutely carrying here. Of course, the nerfed Act 6 health pools are much lower, but this is a fight that typically takes a minute, right? It's annoying. It's just an annoying fight, and that's it. Boom, done, out of here, flush down the toilet. Up next, we have Variant 3 Kang. And this is an interesting one because the length of Dragon Man's Incinerates are so perfect for doing this fight. Selective Time Stream is the node. And of course, it is the tech variant, so we have only 50% of our base attack here. So we're going to be losing quite a bit of our damage output. But basically what we're going to be doing here is I throw this about a millisecond too soon, like literally a millisecond too soon, man, like literally, right? And what we're going to be doing here is just kind of timing it nicely so that way the Incinerate is always on. Now, the Incinerate, I believe, lasts 30 seconds, and Selective Time Stream lasts for 20 seconds. So basically what that's going to do is allow us to have two cycles here from one special 2, which is great. Now here we can go for another special 3, or we can even go for another special 2 if we really wanted to. It doesn't matter. But right now the timer that's ticking down on Kang, that's going to expire before the Incinerates expire. So I'm going to go for another special 3, build up towards a special 2, and keep the process going, okay? And it's going to be really solid. And of course, Dragon Man, like I said, has the 50% base attack here and the tech variant. So he's not going to be the best or quickest option for this Kang whatsoever in the slightest. However, certainly an option, and in the future, for Selective Time Stream, he's very good for the node in general, which is what I'm more interested in showing. I'm not really interested in being like, hey, go do Variant 3 with this Mystic Champion. That's stupid. Don't do that. This is like, hey, in the future, when there's an apocalypse with Selective Time Stream and you can't use tech champions, like for example Warlock would be good there, Dragon Man would be really good because he's a robot, so he ignores a lot of Apoc's BS, and also at the same time, well, no, never mind. That would be a rough fight, dude, because Apoc was immune to the Incinerate. You get the point, though. In the future, when there's a node like that, that would be a rough fight, dude. That'd be a rough fight. No tech champions and APOC with selective time stream. Have fun. Have fun with that one. Yeah, if that happens and somebody was watching this video, I apologize to everybody who's throwing revives at that fight. But yeah, man, that was a fun one. Up next, similar to the Abyss Captain Marvel, we have the 6.4 Captain Marvel. The only difference here is that this one is just like really, really easy, especially with Mystic Champions, man. I mean, like, super duper easy. Now, I mean, look at... Is that the fastest Captain Marvel kill ever? Is that a world record? Guinness World Record? Give me a call. So, I was talking about how Dragon Man is a robot. He's the only non-tech robot. Now, it's very important to have, like, you know, different tags ranked up in your roster. And, you know, robot is a good one. It's a good one that is it interacts with a lot of different things. So Omega Red here is just completely turned off against robots. Not that Omega Red is a super duper hard defender or anything. And this node has Icarus in the first place. So this is normally like you just like completely nuke this fight down like it's nothing. But what's so great about using robots, of course, for Omega Red is that, I mean, like, hey, look at this. You can just kind of ignore it. You can ignore any of his defensive threats, which is great. So at this point, you know, there's Icarus, so we want to start spamming some specials with the increased fury. We want to see that corner damage. Come on, let's see some fun corner damage, man. I saw 14,000, 15,000. Let's go, dude. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to see. We got that Nova in 7.2 now. Now the thing with Nova is that he turns into a bit of a jerk face when you go unstoppable. So Dragon Man, as we know by now, goes unstoppable. So there is Burnout here, which is the node that was just recently on that Nick Fury Eternity of Pain boss. So we're going to take advantage of the Burnout node. I finally learned what it does because of that. I never knew why Nova would get power locked in this fight. Now I know why, and I know how to trigger it. So I got to go ahead and bait out a few more specials, but we're going to go for the special 3 here against this Nova. We're actually going to go unstoppable, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Not going to worry about it too much, okay? So we went unstoppable. He gained a bunch of charges. That's fine. We get him into the corner here. We're going to bait out one more special, and now Burnout is happening, and the power lock is active. We're going to go for the special 2. Going to push him into the corner. Bam. We went unstoppable. He goes unstoppable. It's fine. He's going to auto block us. He's still unstoppable, unblockable. It's totally fine. We're going to take advantage of his buffs, and we're gonna try to take advantage of the Burnout once more. Bait out one more special 1 from this guy if we possibly can. Come on, give it to me. Come on, special 2. There we go, and there's the Burnout and the degen right in the corner where we wanted him, where we're doing a nice bit of corner damage because he does have 3 buffs at the moment, which is perfect, just what we need. So, of course, Dragon Man, this is not going to be your usual Dragon Man fight where you're spamming your specials, because at the end of the day, you're going to be throwing all unblockable specials, and it's just not worth doing those specials against Nova. It's not even going to be fun. It's not even going to be fun, right? So we're going to do this. Dragon Man, if he's your best option for this fight, I mean, my dude, he can totally do the fight. No doubt about it. Like, there's no doubt about it. You know, I mean, like, come on. Bam, bam, green eggs and ham. Done, you know? Up next, we got 6.4 Thor, but I don't recommend you do that fight with Dragon Man. Not the Mystic I would advise for, just that he's you know, pretty solid at different things. This is just what I'm saying. Like, what I like about Dragon Man is that he just feels like a reliable champion to me, if that makes sense. Like, he feels reliable playing with him. He feels consistent and safe, and he just feels like he may not always be the fastest, but he's gonna get it done. This is like the 4th time I've done like heavy attack into special 3, and I just don't know why I keep doing it. Because you get, so the benefit from the heavy attack, right? You get an unblockable buff, which is great. Unblockable buffs are great, but you also get an unblockable buff after your special 3. So like, what am I doing? What's the point, you know? Here, of course, the power gain is going to be great for fighting this Thor. We do want to just be a little bit safe because we don't want him getting a special 3, of course. But that's okay. We're going to be chaining special 1s here right away. Bam, power gain turned off. Nice. Watch out for that special 2. That would have absolutely nuked us. No, the end of that heavy attack connected. I don't even know if we talked about it yet. I think we have. We had to have talked about it by now. But the heavy attack actually is going to explode all of the incinerates and do a nice burst of damage. It's definitely a nice way to ice some fights. More often than not, I find that the special spamming gets through the fights, but if they're not, and I'm out of specials to spam, assuming there's incinerates on, that's when I'll explode them. And that's typically what I do. So up next, we have 6.2 Kingpin here. And I just can't imagine this being a good fight. This is one of the fights I did, you know, a few months ago. I just can't imagine this being good whatsoever at all. Because it's going to be, you know, just shrugging off all of our stuff. Shrugging off the ineptitude, doesn't have any buffs aside from the overpower buff. Yeah, gotta watch out for the special one. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. There we go again with the heavy attack. Nice, you love to see it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go for the special 3 here against Kingpin. And see what happens. See what happens. I mean, it's fine. He's down to 75-ish% health, and we're at a solid hundo. So, we'll take it. You know? We'll totally take it. You know, that's the thing. Like I was saying, man, he's just like, he just feels like reliable. He can do a lot of things. Even if he's not the best for it, he could do it. And that's what I like about him. That's why I chose him to come up at rank 3. Because he's a really solid dual-use champion. And, you know, for stuff like, oh, there we go. That's nice. You got the ineptitude there. Yeah. Yeah, you got the buff. All right. Okay. I see you. I see you, Dragon Man. I'm sorry. No disrespect. My guy. My dude. No disrespect at all. Okay, we're chill. We're still buddies. So, unblockable finale now, of course. But yeah, basically, when I was choosing my my Mystic rank 4, I got the 3 to 4 Mystic gem from Act 8.1. And the reason why I went with Dragon Man, I bounced back and forth between a few options. Hood was the first clear front runner. Then I kind of switched to maybe Tigra, because they're both so good on Battlegrounds offense. Then it switched to like Mojo because maybe he can be just like a really rough defender. Then I switched to Diablo, but that'd be more so for questing. Don't really love him in Battlegrounds too much. He is good for it. But then I was just really looking at Dragon Man. I thought to myself, like, you know what, man? He's suicide friendly, and I run those a lot. I have 5 out of 5 MD unlocked, and he's really solid for that in Battlegrounds. It fits him really well. He's a really great dual-use attacker and defender, where he's going to be relevant on defense, especially depending on the meta. And at the same time, he can handle all of the most annoying cosmic defenders currently, which is really, really solid in a very good way. And when he isn't the best for a fight, he can still do it kind of well. So it just felt like the most sense for me to rank this guy up, man. I'm definitely super duper happy and have 0 regrets with it, by the way. So I'm not trying to justify it or anything like that, trust me. But the thing is, you know, when it comes to the Mystic class, it's just like the only Mystic I really want to be using more often than not is Rintra. So, you know, I already have Rintra at rank 4 at this point. It's like, you know, cool, man. Dragon Man, he's a giant freaking dragon. He's a giant dragon. Yeah, that's another reason why he went up. Let me freaking tell you. No other Mystic champion is a giant freaking dragon. Like, that's just so cool, man. Like, I mean, like, I've always loved his character design, his character model. He's so much fun to play. That was a big factor, too. I just have the most fun playing him. So I wanted to take him up. I wanted to use him. Now, this fight against Sabretooth here. This fight could definitely get very annoying with a lot of attackers, man. But what makes Dragon Man so good for it is that Sabretooth is not going to be regenerating from that burst damage in the corner. On top of that, I believe I maybe was running to spare here, and I had quite a few debuffs on, man, which is definitely helping block some of that healing. Although I'm not even entirely sure if I was. Who knows? I don't remember. I don't remember at this point. But regardless, man, he done. He done one way or another. He done. He's out of here, man. Get out. Get out. So, this one's an interesting one. It's Power Shield Manthing. Now, Power Shield is an interesting note. Its basic attacks don't do damage, but special attacks do 400% damage. And for some reason, passive stuff and debuffs work as well. So the corner damage is going to work. And there's flare on this node. So our corner damage is going to be increased by a lot. Every hit we do is doing 12,000 damage when he's in the corner. Now, we want to avoid the special 2 because there's also high energy diet on this node, which would just regenerate him all the way up. Okay, so he's at 57% health here. He went down to 41% health. There's also the armor break just from Manthing being Manthing, right? So we're going to go ahead and just have that consistent damage over time going. And now the corner damage is doing about 30,000 per hit. We almost died because of flare, but that's a lot of corner damage, man. It's a lot of corner damage. So in the future, if there's a flare fight, the corner damage is going to be pretty darn freaking high. Crazy stuff, man. Just crazy stuff. We got 2 more fights, and this one is fun. This one is fun. This is going to be Black Widow, Deadly Origin. It's bullet time. So I love this fight here. I love doing things like this. It's really silly and it's really fun. So I believe this node has stun vulnerability, but the way bullet time works, trust me, we have plenty of time to I'll explain it to you here. Basically, when you parry, they get the evade charge and they're stun immune, right? And as you can see, they're not getting stunned. And if I were to hit her, she would evade, right? So what I want to do here is build up around like 18 or so. And then we're going to go for the special 2. And we're just going to nuke her while she's stunned. That is the plan. That is the plan, okay? So she's playing into me very nicely. She's allowing me to reparry quite a bit. You know, we want to get about like 17, 18 of these guys before we let a special 3 rip. I think you get the point, right? We can skip forward a little bit to the special 3. There we go. Did I get hit? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. I probably got hit once, right? But now, she's going to be stunned, passively stunned, for a very, very long time. For a very, very, very long time. More than enough time to make our way up to special 2. Knock her down for God knows what reason. Get the Fury. She's going to tenacity off the incinerates, right? Go right back up to another special 2. Super fun. By the way, this same node was on that super Skrull that we watched at the beginning of the video too. But I wanted to just fight that Skrull as like a really big Skrull. So yeah, man, that's a super fun way to deal with that Black Widow for sure. One more fight. 6 point for a Hydra Adaptoid. This guy is really annoying. He's got Footloose. He has got the node Matador here, where you do not get power unless he uses a special attack. So what I want to do here, since the power charges will mean absolutely nothing for me, don't care about the special 1 in this fight. I want to go for, or this, I don't care about the special 3 in this fight. I care about the special 1 and keeping that slow debuff on as long as I possibly can. So we're just going to keep chaining the special 1 like this in the corner, keeping that slow debuff on. That way he doesn't go unstoppable. Because if he goes unstoppable, it's not going to be good. Now, another thing in this fight is that there is the Limber node. So we're going to be using the White Magneto pre-fight, which is just a lot of fun. Bypasses some annoying Limber nodes like that, you know? But yeah, it's just one of those slow and steady, consistent fights here. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, man, like he's down to 25% health, and we have 27% health left of the video. That's going to be it. So let's watch it. Bam, bam, green eggs and ham for a purple dragon. Something about rhyming with, I don't know, Cam. Do you guys know Cam? There's a lot of Twitter things. Yeah, there he is, man. There's friggin' Dragon Man, dude. Rank 4. Rank 4. Long overdue video. Man, I have a lot of rank 4 videos I got to catch up on. I've been very busy lately. I haven't been able to, but I do want to get them out. So the length of them, as you notice, this one's a little bit shorter than the other ones. I just want to get them out. Rank 4s are starting to just like become more common. I want to get some videos and content out there so people can watch them and say, oh, I like that. Maybe I'll hit this guy up. Maybe that guy up. It's, you know, always good to have more content and fights and stuff out there so you can make educated decisions if you like the champion or not. You know, it looks like he's wearing like a mask, you know, like, you know, like, oh my God, wait a minute. I have this thing right here. It's Cartman from the superhero South Park episodes. Tell me it doesn't look like he's wearing that same raccoon mask. Literally looks just like him. Crazy. I just started liking Dragon Man even more now. Keep him right here. There we All right, man. That's gonna be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Dragon Man is so much fun, an absolute beast. Absolutely love this guy. I'm very happy to have him at rank 4. Did not regret the decision when I made it back when rank 4s were still rare, and I don't regret it now. But anyway, my dudes, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, drop a like. You know, these videos take a while to make, so give it a share, give it a comment, but give it the like for sure, man. You know, all that stuff helps out quite a bit. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss more. So we're going to make the rank 4 videos on Penny and Nimrod, plus a few other rank 4s. I have to make videos for and then showcase videos for them. And then a bunch of, like, you know, Cyber Weekend rank ups too. Already made the Hulkbuster one. But yeah, I'll be seeing you around.